Would you throw away the most powerful and cheapest natural remedy for your bones? Every day, millions throw away something that can relieve pain, strengthen your body, and transform your health. For years, eggshells were seen as simple household waste. But today, both science and popular wisdom agree, what we used to throw away without a second thought can be a true treasure for our health. What if I told you that fragile white wrapper contains one of the most complete natural supplements on the planet? Eggshells are not only 95% calcium carbonate, but also contain magnesium, phosphorus, natural collagen, and proteins essential for your body. This humble waste can strengthen bones, relieve joint pain, improve digestion, and enhance physical appearance. Plus, it's easy to make at home, without spending a dime and without the need for chemicals. In this video, you'll discover 5 benefits you probably didn't know about and how to get the most out of this forgotten superfood. If you've ever suffered from bone pain, brittle nails, or heartburn, this is for you. Number 1. Strengthens bones and prevents osteoporosis. A surprising fact, 95% of our bone structure is made up of calcium, and eggshells are one of the purest and most bioavailable sources of this mineral. Scientific studies have shown that the calcium present in eggshells is absorbed very efficiently, even surpassing some conventional pharmaceutical supplements. This finding is particularly important for postmenopausal women and older adults, 2 groups at high risk of developing osteoporosis. Imagine being able to strengthen your skeleton without investing in expensive treatments, simply by reusing something you'd normally throw away without a second thought. It's real. With proper preparation, this natural resource can become your best ally for stronger, denser, and more resilient bones. Many people who have incorporated it into their daily diet report feeling more stable when walking, less pain in their hips or knees, and more energy in their daily lives. In a world where fractures due to weak bones are increasing year after year, perhaps the solution was always in your kitchen. You just needed to take a closer look before throwing it away. It's that simple. Number 2. Relieves joint pain and improves mobility. Joint pain is not only uncomfortable, but it also severely limits quality of life. Climbing stairs, getting out of bed, or simply walking can become painful and frustrating tasks. This is where the eggshell surprises once again. Research has shown that the eggshell's inner membrane contains nutrients such as collagen, glucosamine, chondroitin, hyaluronic acid, and compounds essential for joint health. These elements help regenerate cartilage, reduce inflammation, and lubricate joints, thus improving overall mobility and relieving common discomfort. People with mild to moderate arthritis who started taking it reported less morning stiffness, less knee pain, and noticeable improvement in walking or performing daily activities. Many report that their hands stopped creaking or that they were able to resume gentle exercises without discomfort. It's not magic, but rather giving the body what it needs to repair itself naturally. The next time you break an egg, remember that there lies the real relief you've been searching for. Number 3. Neutralizes heartburn and improves digestion. Are you one of those people who loves coffee but then suffers from heartburn? Eggshells might be the most unexpected solution. Thanks to its high calcium carbonate content, it has a natural alkaline effect that helps neutralize excess acid in the stomach. This effect not only relieves heartburn, but also protects the gastric mucosa, facilitating smoother, more balanced digestion without frequent discomfort. People with reflux, gastritis, or persistent heartburn have noticed significant improvements after consuming powdered eggshells mixed into juices, smoothies, or yogurts. Some even say they were able to enjoy foods they previously avoided for fear of heartburn. In a world where antacids are consumed like candy, having a natural, affordable, effective, and side effect-free option is a real relief. A small change, like adding half a teaspoon of cascara powder to your breakfast, can make a real difference. Your stomach will literally thank you. Number 4. strengthens teeth, nails, and hair. Have you looked in the mirror and noticed brittle nails, weak hair, or sensitive teeth? These symptoms could be signs of a deficiency in minerals like calcium and magnesium. And this is where eggshells shine again. Rich in bioavailable calcium and traces of other essential minerals, they strengthen the structure of teeth, nails, and hair from within. By incorporating this natural powder into their daily diet, many people have noticed visible improvements, firmer nails, less hair loss, and a stronger smile. Some women even report that their hair grows faster, with more natural shine. This benefit has enormous aesthetic value, and it's also safe, affordable, and natural. Why spend money on cosmetics when you can take care of your beauty from within? External health begins with what we put inside our bodies, and eggshells are a little secret that can make a big difference. The best part, you already have them at home. Number 5. It's natural, free, and prepared at home. In times when everything seems to cost more, finding a remedy that is effective, affordable, natural, and sustainable sounds almost like a miracle. But eggshells meet those 4 pillars. You don't need to spend on expensive supplements or rely on confusing labels or industrial formulas. What you really need is already in your kitchen. Making the most of it is easier than you think. First, wash the peels thoroughly to remove any residue. Then, boil them for 5 to 10 minutes to completely disinfect them. Let them air dry or dry in a low oven. Once dry, grind them into a fine powder. You can use a powerful blender, a coffee grinder, or even a hand mortar and pestle. That powder becomes a homemade supplement packed with essential minerals, which you can add to your favorite foods without altering their flavor. And besides being free and natural, it has a great advantage: it contains no chemicals, colorings, or additives. Since you prepare it yourself, you know exactly what you're consuming. Can you imagine how many times you've unwittingly thrown away this little treasure? No more. Your body and your wallet will thank you. Combination with foods. This white powder, almost imperceptible to the taste, can be easily incorporated into many of the foods you already consume daily. Natural juices, yogurts, hot soups, fresh salads, energy smoothies, and even in recipes for homemade bread or whole wheat crackers. A simple teaspoon a day is enough for your body to begin receiving a stable dose of essential minerals without altering the flavor of your meals. But here's the best part: if you combine it with foods rich in vitamin D, such as whole eggs, fatty fish like salmon or sardines, or take advantage of a few minutes of sunshine each day, calcium absorption increases dramatically. It's also ideal to consume it with lemon juice or citrus fruits. Citric acid acts as a catalyst, activating calcium and allowing the body to assimilate it more efficiently. It's a homemade trick, accessible, safe, natural, and full of real benefits. Natural, affordable, and powerful. From your kitchen, straight to your health. A study published in the International Journal of Clinical Pharmacology showed that calcium extracted from eggshells has a bioavailability of 90%, higher than many commercial supplements. Another report from the Journal of Nutrition found that combining eggshell with vitamin D significantly improved bone density in older women. Additionally, a clinical trial in Germany reported improvements in joints when consuming eggshell membrane. These data confirm what many traditional cultures already knew: natural remedies work. This isn't a myth, but science proven by real, recent evidence. For years, we were taught to throw away eggshells without a second thought. We considered them trash, something useless. Many even believe that consuming them is dangerous or unhygienic. Paradoxically, we invest in expensive supplements that promise the same things cascara naturally offers. This contrast between daily waste and the silent solution is disconcerting. How can something so powerful be so close and yet be ignored? The real dilemma is cultural. We've learned to underestimate simplicity. But today, that paradigm is changing. Because what we throw away every day could be exactly what our body truly needs right now. I recall the case of a 65-year-old woman diagnosed with mild osteoporosis who decided to try eggshell dressing after watching a similar video. She was hesitant at first, but after 3 months of consistent use, her tests showed improvements in bone density. The most striking thing wasn't the number itself, but how she felt: stronger, more active, and with less pain. Testimonies like hers are repeated in forums, social networks, and alternative medicine clinics. True stories that show that change is possible without drugs. Sometimes, the answer isn't in a pill, but in your kitchen. Eggshells aren't trash, they're health, savings, and natural power within everyone's reach. What you once thoughtlessly discarded can now be your best ally for caring for bones, joints, and beauty. Sometimes, the most powerful things are in the simplest things. And simple things just work. Today you learned that something as simple as an eggshell can truly transform your health. Never throw it away again. If you were surprised by this content, give it a like, subscribe to Preferred Life, and share this video with someone who needs to know. And let us know in the comments. Have you used eggshells before? What results did you see? See you in the next video.